Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Good morning, Bobcats. I'm McKenna Buse.
And I'm Sheldon Stevens. Welcome back to Bobcat TV.
Today we have this weekend's weather forecast,
as well as a message from our very own environmental club.
Stay tuned for these stories and more.
Bobcat TV starts now. For all registered voters, early voting for the May 1st election ends today. Be sure to get to the polls if you plan to vote early.
This past weekend, we had many student athletes who placed at the regionals and state, as well as teams making it to playoffs. Here's Jaden with a recap.
Thanks, Jaden. Congratulations to all that have competed, and good luck to all that will compete soon. We also have a recap with the Environmental Club over all the events that took place last week. Here's Danny with the wrap-up.
Hello, Bobcats. I'm Danny Herrera, and this past week marked Earth Day for the year. And although it was obviously a busy week for the school, I wanted to recap it by interviewing one of the students who had strong and, quite frankly, true opinions about what Earth Week means and what we should do about it.
I think that if we're actually going to, survive the next century, if our generation is going to, every generation is at its challenge. Our parents, our grandparents had the Cold War, our great-grandparents had, World War II. Before that, it was World War I. We've all had a, major challenge to get through. And I feel like if we're going to carry on that legacy and be the generation that, saves the world, again, we have to do a lot more than one day of the year. We have to do, Earth Day is not something where you go one day out of the year, out of all the 365 days of the year, and go pick up some trash outside. That's a good start. That's an excellent start. Everybody needs to start somewhere. What we need to do is move away from this paradigm of thinking about environmentalism as fixing the consequences of what we're already doing. The most important things that we can do, I believe, are not the things that are going to be flashy or going to get you likes on Instagram. I think when it comes to actually putting in the type of work that's going to dig us out of this hole, that's going to make us the next greatest generation, I think, is going to be addressing the underlying causes of, why it is that there's enough trash around the school to fill up 3 garbage bags with 10 people in less than an hour. You know what I mean? Living in a world where it's not an inconvenience to care about the environment is something that can only be achieved through us as a generation, rallying around this one cause and actually changing the conditions that, that create litter, that create litter bugs, that create pollution. If we don't fix the underlying problem, if we don't, address the illness, then we're just going to be putting Band-Aids over the symptoms.
Thanks, Danny. This weekend's weather is full of thunderstorms. Here is Kenneth with more information.
Thanks, Kenneth. Seniors, if you have information for scholarships or military enlistment, please bring them to the front office to Mrs. Miller or Mrs. Jantz.
That's all we have for today. Thank you for watching this edition of Bobcat TV.
See you next time. Have a great day, Bobcats.